And welcome to another Sunday edition of Business Party Podcast, where you come to talk shit after church and whatnot, like we always say.
Eat your bagels, have your bread of Christ, and come talk shit with us.
Right?
Welcome.
Start your day the holy way with Christ checks.
Dipped in wine. So anybody do anything fun last night? I mean, me and Jackie were
This motherfucker.
What? Oh, I was gonna say me and Jackie were on Rich's podcast and we had a good time. And boy,
that is a long fucking time, dude. He just goes and goes.
I didn't go to bed until 2 because it took me like an hour and a half to 2 hours to decompress from the 4 hours that we were on. We got off and it was like midnight my time. I was like, what the fuck, man?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he goes pretty long, but I mean, if you're gonna watch it, it's Voice of the People on Rumble. And go to I guess maybe halfway through and then just watch from there on, because that's when it started to pick up and when it started to get really I put it up and they told me I had a strike for it, but then
really?
Or yeah, it wasn't it. So this is what they took the voice out of it, the volume, because they said, it went against the violation, but this was the epitome of the talk from 2 hours on. This is just
the after hour show is wild.
If you suck a trans woman's, that
It's not. No, you're sucking a woman's.
Sucking woman's penis. Like, what?
I think you killed Davey. He was rolling around on the floor.
it's not gay if you suck a woman's dick. It's only gay if you suck a man's dick.
Oh my god.
I was gone.
It's like, let me mentally reset real quick.
These people are fucking mentally ill. They are fucking mentally. If a dick
goes in a man's mouth, it's gay.
If you have to say
a woman dick or a man dick, it's gay.
I would not suck a woman's dick if she was using a strap on and she thought it was sexy. I'm sorry. If the words "it's a woman's dick" comes out of your mouth, then a woman comes in your mouth. I'm sorry. What the I'm sorry. I'm broke. I was. The guy said it with such yeah, it's a woman's penis, so you're not.
Whatever. Don't you suck women's penises too?
You're muted. You're muted, bud. No, Scott.
Oh. Muted. Oh. Necromantic over here. I wonder how the hell did that get muted? And Senpai over here, Necromantic. Here we go again.
It was just
wrong times.
Yeah, she does. But I mean, she's a great person, and she shares all our stuff. So she is fantastical. But yeah, I just couldn't. I couldn't believe that was said with such
seriousness.
It's not gay. Are you guys gay?
Well, you don't understand what a woman's penis is? Come on. What?
Oh man, but yeah, so that was fun last night. There's just so much going on, especially with the Texas thing, the immigrants coming over the border, and now another guy somebody just barreled through a bunch of people This is nuts, man. This is nuts. And right away, and I said it last night because Kelly was sending me all the stuff about it, and you know that people were taking actual videos of the dead people at the H&M, you know, that were killed yesterday in Allen, Texas. And so this lady, and right after I got out of seeing that, I saw this tweet by this lady who said something about the dumbass Republicans, you know, and I snapped. I called her a dumb cunt, and I'm like, shut up, you stupid dumb cunt. People aren't even, you know, people just died. Like, I'm sick and tired of it going straight to, like, because she also tagged Ted Cruz, and she's like, oh, Ted Cruz, you allowed this. These families have just had something devastating happen, and one was, I heard, like a 3-year-old girl. Like these families just lost somebody, and right away you run to Twitter, which all social media, not gonna lie, is about mental illness. A lot of mental illness, you know, because right away they just start screaming, oh, well, this is if the Republicans, if gun, you guys love your gun so much, once again, a guy just ran into 7 people.
Yeah.
I'm just me sitting here getting my laughs from some wonderful people at BPP.
Yeah. Yeah,
but yeah,
Title 42 is about to be expiring soon too, which we all know some crazy shit's probably going to come from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen videos of the whatchamacallit, the National Guard or whoever they sent down there shooting gas into the Rio Grande already. It's gonna get bad, man. And I just don't understand these people who are just like, let them all in. But you understand, if we have no border, we have no sovereignty. Right. We're not a nation.
That's the point.
I think that is big time the point, especially when it comes to them wanting to implement their Agenda 2030 sustainability bullshit and all that. Like,
that's the point. It's global sovereign. You're a global citizen.
Yeah.
That's why whenever when you go to the UN and you read about stuff, they call countries nation states.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, when we were looking at the babies last night, that babies, they were calling it zones.
I know. Oh my God, that video was ridiculous.
What?
Yeah.
Scott.
Wait, yeah, we'll pull that up in a minute. I want to finish this with we're talking about the nations and everything like that, and the Agenda 2030. And I love another thing. I love the internet too, because it never forgets, you know?
Yeah.
So people are always, you know, whatever you put out there, it'll be remembered forever. Now, remember when they said the gas stoves was a Republican fear mongering?
Right. Yeah.
You might think that the U.S. government is coming for your gas stove. That is a new and absolutely ridiculous one.
Turns out Fox News and Republicans are up in arms because they say the government is coming to take your stoves.
What Republicans are saying is, damn it, they're going to take your gas stove.
The GOP have been stoking a ridiculous new freakout about gas stoves. No one is taking your gas stove.
The right-wing freakout over the use of gas stoves is merely the latest in a long series of made-up culture war battles designed to enrage and rile up their right-wing and paranoid base.
Republicans are prone to conspiracy theories, whether it's, the kooky, like JFK Jr. is coming back from the dead to run with Trump, or the sort of duplicitous, like this administration's coming to take away your gas stoves.
Republicans have turned a government warning about your health into a lie about Democrats trying to take your stoves.
You get some bureaucrat saying something that has no power, and then suddenly you have Ron DeSantis, I'm going to protect your gas. Everybody's going to be talking about gas stoves, It's so stupid. People were tweeting at me this weekend that Ron DeSantis is going to protect my gas stove. But I don't seem to be but.
Let's fast forward. Yeah.
New York City is moving to snuff out gas stoves.
There you go.
becoming the first state to ban natural gas and other fossil fuels in most new buildings, including gas stoves. The new law requires all electric heating and cooking in new buildings shorter than 7 stories by 2026.
Governor Kathy Hochul and the Democratic-controlled state legislature approved a bill on Tuesday prohibiting the use of fossil fuels for heating and cooking. The law is the first statewide ban in the nation and goes into effect in 2026.
It's fucking ridiculous. It's like, oh, it's just a right wing conspiracy theory that they're coming after your gas stoves, blah blah blah.
Soon after,
New York is banning gas stoves now. Doesn't seem like a fucking theory anymore, does it?
No.
And it's so ridiculous because they cannot bring enough evidence supporting whatever asthma bullshit that they're trying to put forth that it's supposed to like cause respiratory problems. Get fucked. Get out of here.
Yeah. I mean, it's getting dumber and dumber and dumber, and people are just buying into it and buying into it and buying into it, and it's just crazy. All right. Well, Jackie, do you have that article up? Because that is insane. It is insane.
We have to watch the video on here.
Yeah.
It's all right. So that artificial womb video.
What the fuck?
Real, but science says it could be.
That looks like you can launch that baby out of it, like
well,
baby trebuchet.
Yeah. Well, hold on. So this is a concept in which that they want to use like new like artificial wombs, right? So hold on.
Yeah, for Matrix time.
Right.
Introducing Ectolife, the world's first artificial womb facility, powered entirely by renewable energy. Ectolife allows infertile couple to conceive a baby and become the true biological parents of their own offspring. It's a perfect solution for women who had their uterus surgically removed due to cancer or other complications. With Ectolife, premature births and C-sections will be a thing of the past. Ectolife is designed to help countries that are suffering from severe population decline, including Japan, Bulgaria, South Korea, and many others. The facility features 75 highly equipped labs. Each state-of-the-art lab can accommodate up to 400 growth pods or artificial wombs. Every pod is designed to replicate the exact conditions that exist inside the mother's uterus. A single building can incubate up to 30,000 lab-grown.
It's hilarious how they have like the epic music.
Ectolife allows your baby to develop in an infection-free environment. The pods are made of materials that prevent germs from sticking to their surfaces. Every growth pod features sensors that can monitor your baby's vital signs, including heartbeat, temperature, blood pressure, breathing rate, and oxygen saturation.
What the fuck?
The artificial intelligence-based system also monitors the physical features of your baby and reports any potential genetic abnormalities.
They're like making NPCs right in front of our face.
There's the devil baby.
Right.
The pods are equipped with a screen that displays real-time data on the developmental progress of your baby.
We're making Hellboy.
These data are sent directly to your phone so you can track your baby's health from the comfort of your zone. The app also provides you with a high-resolution live view of your baby's development. A special section in the app allows you to watch
from your zone.
Yeah.
From the comfort of your of your zone.
Oh man. They already beat like that. Ooh, okay. 15-minute city screaming. That's fucking crazy. Districts now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's insane. This is insane. And you see so you're gonna have an artificial baby. The guy's watching the baby on the monitor, yet she's getting ready to bang him.
Yeah. What the fuck?
What?
How weird is this world? What's happening?
There's something wrong with this. There's something wrong.
Well, Well, here's the thing. So this article says, this is from December of 2022, says that it's not real, but scientists says it could be. I want to show you guys something else here because.
But that's what they do. They tell you it's not real. They put something out there, and then they go, "Well,
yeah,
maybe we can.
Maybe it is."
Here we go.
Oh, don't worry. In a few, I was gonna say, oh
An
my god,
artificial womb successfully grew baby sheep, and humans could be next.
This is where the transgender women try to say that they're going to become real women.
Yeah, look at the date on this. It's April 25th, 2017.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks, yeah. So this is what it looks like. That's how they're called biobags, biobag wombs.
That's so weird.
And not to mention, hold on.
Can we just stop? Right? Can we just stop fucking with nature already?
Yeah.
No, because we were talking
Apparently
about AI yesterday. AI yesterday also, and how that's going to be fine. The government just takes over AI and lets us, and that's what led us into that thing, because like, AI is just going to all of a sudden just grow our own kids, just like the Matrix.
Right.
And it's just going to be, and who says that they're not going to implant something into that kid where on the 18th birthday, a Manchurian candidate's his own parents.
Manchurian candidate.
Yeah. Well, and then here's another article, and this was in 2020 from The Guardian. It says parents can look at their fetus in real time. Are artificial wombs the future? So it's talking about how you see it in the Matrix, blah, 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 blah. Hold on, what is this? Surgeons who work extremely perturbed and CHOP after 3 years of twerking. At least prototype is designed to give babies born too soon a greater chance of survival. The biobag was born in public consciousness in April of 2017 when the CHOP, it's the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia team, published their research in the Journal of Nature Communications. They had found a way to gestate sheep fetuses outside maternal bodies, fetuses that would eventually become lambs, no different from those who grow in emus' wombs.
Grows in ewes.
Ewes. Yeah.
Dude, that's gonna be weird, like being one of those kids later on, be like, I'm a biobag baby. Like, well,
yeah.
Right.
Remember when we were growing up, there were popsicle kids?
Yeah.
The moms who were inseminated, by just like I guess, like, what was it? Junior? Like in junior?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And now it's like, are you a bag baby? Yeah, I'm a bag baby. Are you a bag baby? Yeah. It's like, what the
bag babies unite.
They're gonna start their own union.
Right.
But it's but the thing is that what I think is very deceptive is the first article that I put up that had the video, that's from the Huffington Post. And they say the way in which they're conveying it as like, well, the video is not real, but scientists say that it could, almost giving it this air of like, it's not even in the line of sight as of right now. But they're not talking about like how they already got lambs being born in these bio bags and stuff and gestating in bio bags. Crazy.
So Necro says, so when you voice opinions that are questioning against the government, what? They abort your Matrix baby?
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. There's a little hole in the backside of the baby and it just goes bye-bye, sucks down the
right.
It goes right through the freaking to the garbage. That's how the new abortions are done. It's insane what we're doing to ourselves. We're taking ourselves out.
Mm-hmm.
Point blank. We're just taking ourselves out, and that's all. That's.
Dude, that's what I keep saying about like Elon Musk and all these guys creating AI. Like they know that it's not good, but they're still doing it. How fucking stupid are we? As human beings, how stupid are we to create the things that are going to take us out?
You want me to play a couple TikToks? I'll show you how stupid we are.
Oh.
You want to see the Tide Pod chat? Remember NyQuil chicken?
But that's like but that's like the worst thing though. That's like the worst thing is the smartest guys on the planet are still doing it. Like the guy for the like the main grandfather or father of AI has came out and said that he's totally just totally against it now, and he wants it to stop, and it's because he knows where the fuck it can go.
Well, yeah, we
were dumb enough to still make it. Like we saw the Terminator, we knew what was going to happen. Like, come on.
That's what I said last night. It's like these young kids have never seen a movie before 1995. They've never seen Terminator, Total Recall, RoboCop, none of this shit. And because we knew exactly where it was going to go. And these kids are just like, yeah, artificial intelligence. Oh, it'll be easy. I don't have to have a baby in me. Right. Oh, I could just have a baby, and then I can just bang whoever I want. And my baby's out over there. Right. Oh, and these, transsexuals and everything like that. They could just, now men can have babies. Look, I told you I got a hysterectomy. And
that artificial womb thing is going to give reason for the bio bags or whatever is going to get used in transgender females after their surgery. Like they're gonna try to have that. Believe me, that shit's gonna happen eventually.
Yeah, it's sick, and they keep just pushing it on the kids and pushing it on the kids and pushing it on the kids, and it's just you confuse. First of all, these kids are confused as it is, and they have no idea. And now you're gonna confuse them even more. Like here's a bag baby.
Yeah, right.
What?
A bag baby.
And these people are just so sick and twisted. Here's okay. Would you stop?
Your computer acting retarded.
Yeah. So I got this. This came from a live. I guess somebody taped it, but this lady. I've seen her a couple times. This one right here. Listen to it's a little bit long. I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but just listen to what she says about Sambo Rambo is gonna show a video of a kid that read from a book in at school.
Mm-hmm.
Don't even know this shit.
Hypersexualization. I have a question. Are the graphic novels that talk about hypersexualization talk about homosexual sex between children?
What graphic novels? What are you talking about? Give us names.
Everyone be quiet and listen.
We're about to. He's playing the video. Go ahead.
Actually emotional or just tired. Or these past couple of weeks have been too much. But this reminds me so much of the first time we had sex. We were both fucking terrified, and the whole thing was kind of because we didn't know what we were doing. But it was good too, so good, because we were a mess of emotions, and we were scared and excited, and everything felt new. So this sort of feels like that. Nick touches me like he's scared that any minute. Now, this book was at my middle school, and it was on a stand. When I
should not be.
My dad it. The librarian asked if I wanted more and if I wanted a graphic novel version.
That's an 11-year-old kid. That's an 11-year-old kid.
Little snitch.
Tell me that shit ain't happening.
Whoa.
You heard it, right?
What?
That was this lady right here.
Said what?
I will rewind it just a little bit.
When I rented it out to show my dad it, the librarian asked if I wanted more and if I wanted a graphic novel version.
That's an 11-year-old kid. That's an 11-year-old kid.
Little snitch.
Tell me that shit ain't happening.
She called him a little snitch.
Oh, what a bitch. What a fucking dumb bitch.
She called him. Yeah.
Wow.
A little snitch.
Did I have a hard time believing it due to the fact that the manufactured so much?
He's doing that because his parents taught him to be a stuff.
Whoa. She was like, he's only doing it because his parents told him to do it. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Wow.
Snitch.
And his parents told him how to be.
Because they're all talking over each other. But if you can pinpoint her voice, holy shit, this lady's not. She's probably the librarian.
when you're yeah, she was the one who offered the other ones. So when you see if you don't see their face and you see the little thing going, that's when they're talking. So you can kind of pinpoint. But yeah, so look, little snitch. Paulette is a stranger danger. He did it for a reason. Did she just say he was a snitch? That's sick,
dude.
But she continues.
Listen, I don't know if y'all have kids in middle school, but you know, my son was in middle school not very long ago, and my kid's not
the children. We do teach our children to tell us when there are inappropriate things happening to our children, right?
Damn, Nemo.
The only bad thing is none of them stop fucking talking over each other. It's like I can't even hear what my brain is like. It's like ADD in audio form. Like I don't know.
So she just said that's nothing for a middle schooler
to read. It was well written.
What?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what she just said.
Wow.
It's amazing what ADD people can pick up and listen to. It's like everyone else would be like, "Oh, it's just a jumble of voices. I can't really." And I'm like, "Holy shit! Do you hear what they're saying?"
Scott was down there like, "I can't understand it." Both of us are like, "Yeah, we got it. We picked it up."
The reason that I'm quiet is because there's literally 5 goddamn people talking, and I can't understand.
You opened your ears. God gave you 2 ears and a mouth.
Hey.
So let me finish. If I'm a middle schooler and I pick that book up and I take it home to read, and my parent says, I don't know if I want you reading this just yet. It does look like a good book, but let's hold off a couple years. I think that's fine too. The issue is letting parents and young people have options and making intelligent, informed decisions about whether or not to read that book at the time. But
So,
it looks
Paulette,
like a very, very well-written, good book. And a
Paulette,
good
if it's
story.
controversial or it could be, if it is explicit, why not just allow the parents to buy those books for their kids on their own rather than having them in the schools?
Right.
Yeah, because you're going off of the assumption. You're going off of the assumption that they're going to take that book home to their child. That's the assumption you're making. You're acting as if this child is going to take the book,
take it home to where they live.
They would take it home to.
By the way, I want to have MOD on, Mother of Dragons. She is amazing. She's a lawyer and she knows a lot. She knows a lot. I've told her that I wanted to have her on. She knows a lot. And if you don't know what you're talking about, she will pick you apart, and to the point where people start going, well, now you're just making semantic, talking semantics, and they've lost. They've completely lost. But yeah, so yeah, that lady, I just, the fact that these people are just like, and then she argued, and then everybody's going, what school? What school? What exact school? Like, does it fucking matter what exact school? It's not happening in every school. Have you watched? And this is why
it's the worst argument ever. It's not happening in every school. Kiss my ass. It's happening in any schools. So how about we kibosh that shit, you fucking retards? Yeah. That makes me so mad when I hear that shit.
The difference between I guess a Democrat and what's considered a Republican or a conservative is that the conservative will do research and watch other stuff. I'm more and more, I watch these videos convinced that liberals only watch whatever that liberals will send them and show them to watch. They won't watch the other side. They will not have a discussion. Right. They will not talk, because I saw another one where they're like, well, what schools are this? What schools are these books in? It's like, have you not watched the news of all the parents that they called the FBI on? All these parents going into the schools and say they don't want their kids reading pornographic novels.
Mm-hmm. Well, like these people. You guys saw what I sent you, right? You guys on our Discord. So I watched, was it Dr. Carlin Bursenko or something on YouTube? She's a libertarian. I don't always agree with everything that she says, but she does all these series on how schools are grooming autistic kids to become transgendered.
Oh,
and
okay, yeah.
She does. I love Saturday. She does socialism Saturdays. Well, you should literally, for like hours, we'll sit and we'll watch a presentation from these socialists and what it is that they really think and feel and how they communicate and stuff. It's great. It's great stuff. It's amazing stuff. And the one that I sent you guys in the Discord was it was a presentation from a guy that's supposed to be to teachers talking about how teaching like sex ed to autistic kids or like sex to autistic kids and stuff. It's blew my mind.
Yeah, I'll pull it up.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty wild.
Because this is this the whole thing or is this the clip?
This is the clip.
Yeah.
This is just the clip you sent.
Yeah.
Come here expecting to hear me say words like dick and cock. I'm sorry, and you don't know me very well. But I think that you gotta so use anatomically correct language. Yes, even if it makes you super uncomfortable. Yes, even if you use different language to talk about your own body. I do not care what you call your vagina or penis. We are doing students a huge disservice when we do not teach them those words. When you are working with autistic folks who are like starting to get to an age where they're having conversations around sex, it's really important to teach them the slang terms for these body parts too, both so that they can recognize them and also.
Is that why you started corsaging while you were doing stuff, Mama J?
Oh no, crocheting. Well, no, actually, it's really funny because I started watching her. I was like, oh my god, she's knitting while she's doing that. I was like, hey, that's a great idea.
I'll do the same.
Yeah. Well, I was in the middle of a project yesterday, and I didn't want to like forget what I was learning, so I was like, I'm just gonna do this while we're doing it. So I crocheted a little bit.
It worked.
So
that they can just like use them in a sexual context. Like it's totally legitimate if someone wants to use penis to talk about their body during sex, but a lot of people use words like dick and cock, and maybe that's a little bit of a sexier word. And autistic people like have a right to know that those are words that they use. My like inspiration for all the work that I do is a young man I've been working with for many years. I feel like his mom I think is here. And my favorite story about this person from recent years is that we were having a conversation around like, what if I want to have sex? What do I do? And we were on a walk and he asked me, he was like, can I say to someone like, will you touch my member? And it took me a second to be like, what are we talking about? And then he was like, can I say to someone like, will you touch my member? And I was like, okay, that's not an inappropriate word to call your penis. Like that's a very normal, like it is definitely a slang term. But if you are in a situation where like you're about to have sex with someone and you use member, that's probably an unexpected word to be hearing in a sexual context. And
like you're a robot, touch my member.
Do you want to touch my member?
Right.
Touch my member.
Yeah.
I just think of the Dane Cook. Excuse me, ma'am. Are you trying to molest me via drive-through? Hello? You want the pickles? The pickles?
We were talking. I like got to talk to him about how dick and cock are like words that a lot of.
Why are you like? Those aren't even sexier words. Those are just slang hardcore words. Like, and look at her face. She knows it too because she keeps saying it too. That is not not sexier at all whatsoever.
Listen.
Okay, look. If I say penis, I say dick. Which one is sexier sounding? Penis, kind of. Okay, I'm sorry.
Want to touch my penis?
Harsh.
Want to touch my penis? Hey, want to touch my penis? Hey. But I mean,
but also, it's just so.
Is
weird.
it sexy maybe as a gay person when you just like touch my cock? Hey, buddy, you want to touch my cock?
Like in the heat of the moment,
sounds very aggressive.
Right. Like, exactly. Yeah. But in the heat of the moment, like that's when it's like kind of that sexier. But why are you trying to teach them that? Like it's actually dirty sexy. It's like you're explaining it wrong, person, and you shouldn't be explaining this to autistic kids.
Yes, I was gonna say, especially to an autistic kid. An autistic kid doesn't need to know sexier words.
Right.
Like the autistic kid can barely think like out of the box. Like the autistic kid goes, "That's a cookie." Well, it's a chocolate chip cookie. Okay, well, it's a cookie. Well, it's still made of chocolate. Well, it's got chocolate chips in it. Okay, but it's still a cookie. I understand that, but it's a chocolate chip cookie technically because it's got a bunch of morsels of chocolate. And talking to autistic kids are too smart. So like,
well, and what they have said too to kind of piggyback onto that about autistic kids is they found in the past few years, like basically they're like automatically on an adrenaline dump all the time.
Really?
Yeah. So it's like they don't really know what's going on. That's why they don't know how to handle themselves. So it's like they're constantly on an adrenaline dump. So that's one thing to consider about like why they don't want to be touched and other shit, because they're always like in their brain is always like a million miles an hour, you know. So it kind of what did I
I wish I can remember which article it was, because last night we were talking about an article where it was the homeless thing in Oregon. Well, a homeless guy went up to a woman's autistic child, put his arm around the child and said, "Hey, you want some drugs?"
Oh my. That's fucked up. That's funny.
And it was just like the lady's like, yeah, the homeless guy came up to a child, and I was just like,
hey, you want some drugs? Oh my god.
I'm pushing the wrong one.
Penises used to talk.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, no.
No, go
what are you
ahead.
saying?
About
I was just gonna
their body.
I was just gonna say this whole seminar thing that was going on, like I said, it was basically for teachers on how teachers should teach the kids about it. It had nothing to do with parents. And on multiple occasions, the presenter had said how he hates dealing with parents and how like basically he doesn't want parents to know exactly what they're doing and shit.
Right.
It was insane. So I highly recommend this whole video. It's like 2 hours long, but you can skip the first 30 minutes in it because she usually talks for like the first 30,
I need to
40
check
minutes
out
about stuff.
I need to check out more of her stuff. What is it? Actively Unwoke?
Uh,
I think that's who the creator is. She's pretty. I've seen her on some other stuff.
Yeah. No, yeah, she's great. She's like she's always on live doing something.
Right.
It's Carolyn Boyarsenko.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Carlin Borsenko. Yeah. So
fucking
she's
foreigner.
what is she? She's a organizational psychologist.
Could you imagine screaming that name at night?
Oh my
Borsenko!
Borsenko! Carlin! Oh, Carlin! Borsenko!
In a sexual context. So slang's important. I am happy to, if these are conversations you would not like to be having with your children, I'm happy to have them for you because they bring me a lot of joy. Okay.
They bring me a lot of joy.
Yeah, look at her face too. She's like, "Wait, what?
What?
Yeah.
Consent.
What the fuck?
They bring me a lot of joy. Oh man. Not happening in every
When are more
yet.
people going to wake up and realize that we're just dealing with pedophiles and perverts?
I don't think ever. I really don't think it's ever going to happen because I think people are just too closed off and just they're sheep. They're sheep. That's all it is. They're just whatever they see in the news is what they think is happening.
Right.
Because especially with our lady friend over here. So I'm sorry, Mama J, did you want to go on with something else?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm just taking over. I just there's a lot of stuff that I wanted to get to, and it's just, but yeah. So I wanted to put the video of our wonderful lady friend, who remember Deb Haaland? Remember our wonderful friend Deb Haaland, the lady with the turquoise earrings and stuff on? The one who was supposed to be in charge of, I forget something. She's the president's budget request. Is this the one?
No, this fucking lady.
Yeah, that lady.
Yeah. Okay.
So
yeah.
I'm hoping this is the new one from her. But yeah, this is what I mean. Nobody'll, because there's people like this in charge who don't know what they're talking about, and feed these people who listen to them, who don't do any research, who don't look up anything, and just listen to people like this. This is why we have what we have.
Chairman, I just want to come back, Madam Secretary, to this trade-off between energy security and the radical climate change agenda that you've endorsed, which is less energy security for America, radical climate change agenda. On the subject of these sweeping mandates related to electric vehicles that the Biden administration has imposed, including now for our military, the metals needed to make the lithium-ion batteries in those vehicles are, of course, lithium, nickel, graphite, and cobalt. Now, can you tell me what nation is the largest producer of refined lithium in the world?
No, I can't.
It's China. Can you tell me which nation is the largest producer of refined cobalt in the world?
No, Senator.
It's China. Do you know what nation is the largest exporter of natural graphite to the United States globally?
No, Senator.
It's China.
Okay.
So in all of these instances, these mandates, your decision to trade off our energy security in favor of a radical climate change agenda is making us more and more dependent on China. And at the same time, you are denying mining, blocking permits for mines in this country that would allow us to develop nickel and copper and cobalt. Why? Why block the development of these resources in our own nation in favor of making us dependent on China?
Senator, are you referring to the Boundary Waters?
I'm referring to the Twin Metals mine in Minnesota. I think that Senator Brasso was just asking about.
Yes, near the Boundary Waters, which is an iconic place and, of course, a very valuable ecological system to many plants, animals, species.
She doesn't want people to mine here because of plants and species of animals.
Right.
Yet,
I think he'll say it. So I don't want to.
Let me just say this, though. The jobs for blue-collar workers in this nation are valuable resources. The livelihood and well-being of American families are valuable resources. The ability of America to have our own industry and not be dependent on China is a valuable resource. Why should those things for millions of Americans be sacrificed in favor of your agenda for radical climate change?
Senator, I know that there's like 1.9 jobs for every American in the country right now. So I know there's a lot of jobs.
Wait a minute. You're telling me you're telling me we've got too many jobs in the country?
Well, I'm saying that we don't have enough people. That's why we are having a hard time finding folks to work at our department. But
wait, you're telling me that we have too many jobs for blue collar work? Have you seen the number of jobs we have lost in this country to China in the last 20 years? Do you know where those jobs come from? Over 3 million jobs have gone to China. Do you know where those jobs have come from? They've come out of Midwestern towns like the ones I represent. They are blue collar workers. And you're sitting here and telling me that we have too many jobs in this country? Are you serious?
Senator, we are working hard every single day. We have processed 20 mining applications, 20 mines or mining modification permits since January of 2021. We are moving forward. We're doing our jobs. We're
20 mining applications in 2 years.
This lady is a fucking retard.
And
What
she's
do you
the
think- Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was
What do
gonna
you
say,
think?
what do you think Josh Hawley was thinking when he said that? When he was
His
like,
bra-
whoa, wait, what?
Yeah.
His brain went where my brain went last night. I'm because did you see his face? Because like you could see it on his face.
Yeah.
Oh shoot. That's
What?
his face.
You can see in his eyes, he's like not just saying, "Are you serious?" but his face is like, "Are you fucking serious?"
Yeah.
right
Yeah. And he's Missouri.
He has
he's the next next state over from me.
Yeah, he has a real look of "Are you fucking stupid?" in his face.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, there's too many jobs. That's the problem, sir. There's too many jobs here. And it's just they're all the same way. And they use the same talking points. Well, we have been, no, we're not denying permits. We just don't have the resources and the people.
Mm-hmm.
But you're telling me there's too many jobs, and how do you not have enough people? Well, I mean, and then what do you want to, you want to send it to China? The country we're going to be at war with pretty soon, the one that's surrounding kind of Taiwan, and already has said that, they were doing the war games,
man.
but Taiwan, Taiwan should take it seriously. That China.
I'm waiting to see what's going to be happening with that.
It's
when
we have
the argument that they always she was talking about how it'll disrupt the ecosystems for this, that, and what have you, but don't they say that even solar panels and wind turbines will disrupt those ecosystems that are around those too?
Yeah.
So it's what are we really talking about here?
Well, with one you get a sashimi bird with the wind turbines, and with the other one you get crispy fried chicken bird with the solar panels, because it just does nothing but reflect heat off of it. And birds are crisping, and the wind turbines, these things are just going so fast at some points the birds don't even see it, and they just cut these birds in half. So what she says, what they're saying, makes no sense. They're trying to do it so that way they have too much money going out to too many places, and it's I don't know, man.
Well, even all this energy stuff, it's just they're trying to make it seem like the there's not going to be any type of sacrifice with the alternative.
Right.
Whatever you do, there's going to be some sort of sacrifice, or something's going to be disrupted no matter what.
Well, my favorite argument is that people are talking about these battery.
It's bothering me.
I saw a putty tat. I did see a putty tat.
Sorry.
So random. So no matter what you do, people are like, battery operated cars. Do you have rechargeable batteries in your house? Yeah. Do you ever have to replace rechargeable batteries? Do you just buy one rechargeable battery and it lasts forever? No. So what do you think this couple 100-pound battery, where's it going to go?
Right.
What is it going to do? So, and what do you think your house is powered by? You think your house is powered by wind and solar? No, it's powered by the same thing gas is. It's coal. So, and they don't want to hear it. They're like, the study in 1997 said that, we got 12 more years or else we're going to shut up. They've said it since 1800. That if cow manure is going to be the disruptor of the world. Dude, they do it for your money. Everything you can think of that the government wants to do has to do with your money.
Yeah, pretty
Stop
much.
thinking. People keep forgetting that. This is your money. When the government says they're going to do something, this is your money. This is not the government's money. The government doesn't make anything. So, and there's a lot of people well, so who cares? Yeah. If you're not putting in anything to the government, of course you don't care. If you're getting, and if you're giving government subsidies or whatnot, of course you don't care. But people who work and have families and are struggling paycheck to paycheck, they care. They care because they're struggling as it is, and now you're going to just keep taking more and more money from them, and then what are they getting? What are we getting in return? I'm looking around here, and there's more and more homeless encampments all over this town. The roads aren't done, and I pay 3 taxes: federal, state, and city tax on everything.
Federal, state, and that ass.
and federal, state, and city. And it's and you just see more and more homeless people, and there's nothing getting done. And it's why am I paying all these taxes then? If I don't see anything, if you get your car fixed and your car's smoking, right? and you take it in and they say, okay, it's fixed, and the car's still smoking, are you going to be like, oh, they fixed it? No. You're going to be like, why is it still smoking? Oh, well, we fixed it, but this is wrong. Okay, so we tried to fix it with this way. Okay, so fix it. Fix the car. I want to see it not smoking. And you bring it back, they give it to you back, it's still smoking. You're like, what the fuck are you guys doing? That's the same thing every town is like. We're just like, why are the roads still shitty?
Well, we're with that with the government, man. They keep giving us back a half-ass car every time that's all fucking still fucked up, and seems like we just still keep going along with it.
Yeah. I just it's so maddening and upsetting, and the whatchamacallit, the conspiracy theories also don't stop. They don't stop one bit, one iota. You got that? Oh, that was me.
Mm-hmm.
Was that me? I heard shit's getting weird in my headphones. I thought somebody had that as a drop. I'm like, who's got that as a drop?
We should put that as one.
Yeah, that would. So here, I don't know if this is true or not. I'm going to put it out there, but whistleblower who vowed to release explosive evidence on the Biden and Clinton family's corruption and child sex crimes has been declared missing by authorities. That whistleblower that they had, all of a sudden is gone.
I heard about that a few days ago, actually, too.
Dr. Goloff, the co-director of the Washington-based Institution for the Analysis of Global Security, was prepared to reveal explosive information about the Biden family. Luft was an advisor for CEFC China Energy, which paid Hunter Biden around $5 million in 2017 alone. According to Cyprus Mail, Luft had disappeared just days after a Larnaca court defied the wishes of the Biden administration and released him on bail.
That's pretty wild. I'd like to know.
Everyone start
have a
checking
follow-up.
bitches.
Yeah, right. Motherfuckers getting Clintoned.
Yeah, they don't make it not easy to start thinking about conspiracy theories. They don't.
Right.
No.
Right.
It's
Well,
like,
and
guys,
here's the thing with whistleblowers nowadays too, with all this stuff. If you just say it. Don't be. I have explosive material. No, just tell us what the explosive material is to save your ass.
Yeah, I
because
know.
someone's gonna Clinton side you if you don't say what you got beforehand.
Right, and he needs to go. We need to have whistleblowers go full John McAfee and get inside a Faraday cage and present all this shit so that when they do, they can't be found.
Yeah, it's and they're talking about now not doing they're not going to do debates on the Democratic side, so Bobby Kennedy is not going to get a chance to speak.
Yeah, I know, and I heard something about Republicans are doing that in another spot too. They were talking about that on Not a Real Libertarian podcast. Republicans are starting to talk about doing that too. It's like, what the fuck, man?
No, why would they do that? I'll say this though. I've been getting. I don't know if you guys been getting. Like the RNC has been sending me stuff about like filling out who I think would be a good nominee for the 2024.
Ron Paul.
They've got Rand Paul in there, Ted Cruz. They have Asa Hutchinson, which I think she just announced that she's running for president. They had Nikki Haley in there. They had Don Jr. in there.
Ron Paul.
Chris Christie. And they had other. But
yeah.
So they're sending that stuff out to find out, I guess, what
what people think.
Want.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then they also, of course, are like, give me money.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No, I'm not
and
giving
by the
you
way,
money
can you
until
donate
I see
$150?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
I'm
write
not
there
giving
all
you
the time, and I sign it. I'm not giving you shit until things change from the top.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I sign my name.
Oh shit.
What?
SUV driver intentionally plows into crowd outside a Texas migrant and homeless shelter, killing at least 7 and injuring 6 others.
God damn.
He looks like an immigrant himself. No, he's got pants on.
Oh, that's all tan. It's so far away.
He just looks like his clothes. What the?
Right?
Wow. But yeah, the guy looks Spanish himself. Holy crap. I don't know. This is all.
That's fucked up.
The baby, so much life left. Teenager 17 is shot dead and 5 others wounded after gunmen opened fire outside house party in Northern California.
A country that's losing its mind.
It is. And it's, you know what and I'm convinced, and I said this last night, I'm convinced it has to do with something that just came about 2 years ago.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are thinking that too and starting to say that.
But I'm not talking about just that one. I'm talking about all the stuff we're talking about, trans stuff and all this stuff. Pumping kids full of all this garbage and bullshit.
Oh, yeah, and
we
I
keep
think
pumping.
I mean, I still keep saying I don't know how they inject it in or not inject it, but induce it into people in certain ways to make them do whatever they're doing. But MK Ultra, I mean,
Yeah.
There's no way that shit's just gone.
What is it? The true serum? It's like potassium chloride or whatever that they inject in people.
Yeah.
As a true
I
serum.
I only know that from True Lies. The potassium chloride will do it for me. When Arnold Schwarzenegger is captured.
One of my favorite
Coronation.
movies, actually, and I really don't like Arnold Schwarzenegger at all.
I love that movie.
Your freedom.
What's her face? Jamie Lee Curtis, but it was a body double. I heard. It was like the stuntman's wife or something like that. Arnold Schwarzenegger's stuntman's wife.
Yeah.
Was that? But yeah. Anybody watch The Coronation? Anybody give a shit about The Coronation?
I do.
That's a negative.
Girl. I do. I didn't get up though. Of like when William and Kate got married, I woke up to watch the whole thing. Like I set my alarm, I woke up and I watched it. For Harry and Meghan's, I was like, all right, I'll watch it, I guess. And
did they get married in Vegas?
No. But the coronation itself, I didn't watch the whole thing, not yet. But I will say, from what I was watching, so ABC had Michael Strahan there as a commentator. And what's so funny is that the biggest thing that they were talking about on ABC, because that's the only one that I saw so far, on ABC in their commentary was how it's diverse and inclusive this time. How the coronation is diverse and inclusive.
No, really.
All they kept talking about. Yep.
Pushing the agenda.
And look, so this woman is holding a sword now because, before it was always all white men. That's what there was like. I was like, oh
they're coronating a fucking king in 2023. Can we relax a little? They're still coronating something from back in the day, and you're all up in arms about white and black and men and women. There's a king. There's still a fucking king.
Yeah.
Like, how about we do away with that first and the royal family? But if you talk bad about the king and the queen and anybody in the royal family over there, they fight you. They will fight you. I forget who Piers Morgan was talking about. And he was just like, and he got pissed off that somebody was bad mouthing the queen. And they will just
see, there's a difference though between bad mouthing the queen and the royal family. Because damn it. Let me send it to you guys because my husband actually sent this to me in Instagram and I don't know what my login shit is, so I can't even, I don't know. But it's basically at one of the soccer games, football games or whatever, the whole crowd started singing, you can stick the coronation up your ass. It's like, you can stick the coronation, you can stick the coronation.
You could stick the coronation up your ass.
Yeah.
You can stick the coronation.
Another person etched in a penis on the lawn.
Yeah, I saw that.
Penis on the lawn. So, and also there was protesters out there saying to like abolish the monarchy and stuff too. But I was surprised because I thought you would see a lot more people there, but I don't know. I thought.
Well, I mean, it's funny because they talk about like our inaugurations and how like you shouldn't put your hand on the Bible. I watched some of that shit. That shit is just weird. They like put a screen around him and he gets like anointed. And I'm like, and then all of a sudden they pull the screen and he's on his knees in front of 3 priests. And I'm like, how do you get it? And he's like disrobing. I'm like, what are we doing? What's this anointing thing here? It's a little kind of weird. I mean, he was still clothed. So why did you need the screen? And yeah, so, and then he's like kissing the Bible and kissing this and everybody's bowing down to him. And I'm like, this is what it's like when the church is involved in your country. It's not putting your hand on a Bible and saying, I solemnly swear to uphold the laws of the Constitution. And people are up in arms about that. And that's what it's like for when the church, it'd be like the cardinal or whatever comes down, he anoints the president. It's this big charade every 4 years, costing billions of dollars. That's what it's like when the church is involved, not putting your hand on a fucking Bible. Like people are just out of their minds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
out of their mind.
With this one, so it's basically when you're the king or the queen and you're anointed because you pay when back in all the way back in history, they would say that God was the one who appointed like that family, that bloodline to be like the monarchy, what have you.
Yeah.
And so, he's the head of the Church of England now, but in his remarks or something, they were talking about how his remarks were going to be inclusive of all religions. So not just, the Church of England, but he's going to be inclusive of everyone. Inclusionary. I don't know, whatever the word is. Yeah.
It's going to be more inclusionary.
But apparently when those things are up that you can't see, he's being anointed with holy oil or whatever, and like something else happens. I don't know. No, I don't know. He knows what happens because he's there, obviously.
I saw a phenomenal picture of Prince Charles. You ever see his fingers?
Yeah, like sausages. Like he looks like he has rubber bands wrapped around his forearms or something. His fucking hands look ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah. I saw,
like man. You stick a pin in his shit, it would just be like.
I saw a freaking cake that had what looked like little wiener sausages as fingers. And I wish I had favorited it so I could see it again and show you. But yeah, they just, I don't know. Oh, there it is. I did like it. Oh, you can't go to heaven on roller skates.
It's hilarious.
They look like little the Vienna sausages or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it looks like Joe Biden trying to sneak up behind you, trying to give you a hug. Did you see the Grim Reaper too? Apparently, it was there. Oh, by the way, that was Drinking Bros. That put that out there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's another one. Fuck, man. Oh, there it is. This is from Shipwreck. Da-da-da. You see the thing with the staff? There it goes, just walking right past.
Right? What the fuck?
That's creepy.
Yeah. Super creepy. I just
maybe it's a sign that the monarchy will be abolished. I don't know.
I doubt it. You think those kids are Harry or William's gonna allow that to happen? I think William's just waiting to be the king.
I don't know. It's just like a girly thing. I think it's still kind of cool. No,
Girl.
I am.
I saw Meghan Markle's family, you know, because Meghan Markle said she didn't have any brothers or sisters, and apparently, like, she's not.
No, she does.
Yeah, and they're just like, she did an interview with Oprah, and she's like, "Yeah, I don't have any brothers or sisters. That'd be great." And her brothers and sisters are like,
They're like, "Bitch,
Hello,
what?"
bitch.
yeah, like, we're what? Look at all these pictures when you were young, and all of us, like, what the fuck? Yeah, what's going on? I don't. These people just lie, and the news allows them to do it. That's all. It's just.
Well, it's funny how like Meghan Markle and Prince Harry was like, I don't understand why people don't like us, blah blah blah, and like how Meghan
you're both
Markle
cunts.
pulled like
That's
the
why.
race card and everything, and she's talking about how the media has always hated her and yada yada, and there's like a compilation video of like the media doing everything they can to like they're doing everything, they're complimenting her on this, that, or whatever. Oh, it's a turn for the monarchy, blah blah blah. She's wonderful, she's great, and then she
She's
wasn't,
all, "Woe
because
is me. Why is nobody like me?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, one of my all-time favorite movies is The King's Speech. I love that movie.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Oh, it's so good.
Pretty good.
It's about Elizabeth's dad.
Okay.
It's just he had a speech impediment, and it's just it's so good. And Charles's brother married a woman who had kids who got divorced, who was an American, and they despised that woman. They despised that woman to the point the only reason why Charles II became the king was because his brother forego being king because he wanted to marry this woman. And so they did nothing but talk shit on this woman the entire time. I mean, you want to talk about somebody who was outcasted? She was outcasted. She was like, how could you? The mother was like, how could you marry this woman? She's unkind and ungodly and all this, you know, and all this nonsense.
Yeah,
and this is just ridiculous. And it's
and
just
she's
like,
divorced. She was a divorced woman too, and an American. And I mean, back then they're like, divorce, no, man.
Yeah.
I mean, but you have a lot of people saying also my princess will always be Diana. They loved her, man.
Yeah.
I remember where I was when she died. I never got into what was so like great about her, but everybody who knows anything about her just they will never see anybody else but Diana.
She like went across like against the grain a lot of the time in the family. I know that for a fact. Yeah, so she wasn't really like the usual princess type and shit. She went against a lot of the shit that they kind of did. So I think that's why a lot of people looked up to her. But that's also why people say that she was possibly killed.
Mighted.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, actually, I will say CNN actually did a pretty good 4-part documentary on Princess Diana, and it talked a lot about how Charles started to get jealous of her because he was always seen as like, you know, in the eye of the paparazzi and the public and the media and stuff because he was going to be the next king and everything. But once he married Diana, it all became about her. And people were upset if like they were walking down the street and he was on one side and she was on the other. And people that were on the side of the street that he was on were like, oh, why? I want to be on the side where Diana is so I could say hi to her. And so he get like jealous and stuff of her. But one movie I do not recommend, and I really wish I could get my money back for the hour and a half of eye gouging that I had to do, is the movie Spencer with it's a Kristen Stewart playing Diana. And it's like they had this whole big thing about, oh, she's wearing all of Diana's outfits, and this is literally all Kristen Stewart did the whole movie. Like, oh my god, in a different outfit.
Oh, that's dumb.
It was awful. It was so bad.
And you paid for it?
I did. Cool. Because I didn't know it was going to be that bad. Me and my mother-in-law were sitting and watching it. We were in the middle of the movie. I paused it and I looked at her and I was like, she's like, what are we watching?
Yeah, what the fuck is this?
No clue. And I was like, but I mean, you might as well finish it. I have no idea what it was about. Honestly, it was pretty much a movie that had no plot or anything like that. All it was just all these scenes of Kristen Stewart wearing like iconic Diana attire. It's like you could have just put out a freaking magazine, like instead of making this god awful movie.
Necro says she was graceful and kind and beautiful, unlike Camilla. I did see the part where she was crowned and Camilla just kept doing this. Like they had the crown on her and she just kept wiping her hair away from like the crown. Like, lady, fucking relax. Just give it 2 minutes.
Lady, fucking relax.
Fucking relax, lady. You're getting a crown on this 17-pound crown on your head. And you worried about your hair? Relax, it's gonna be okay. Those fucking crowns are huge, though, and it's just like
5 pounds.
And they come out just for like that, and that's it. And then they put them back in the in the basement.
I'd
in the
be wearing
dungeon.
that bitch. I'd be like, no, we're kicking it old school. I'm gonna be wearing this motherfucker all day, every day. Hell yeah!
Wear the hat. Wear the hat. Wear the hat.
Where's my fucking scepter?
Where that? Fetch that young boy. Where's my scepter? Oh, jeez. I don't know, man. There's so much. There's so much shit that I just don't.
Camilla looked like the evil queen, an evil Disney queen the whole time.
She did. She fucking did. She did. Let's see. So I'm sick. I want to know where these people get this training from when they're in marches and protests and stuff like that, because I would never think to do this to a young child and then have the balls to say this to a police officer. And I just, who teaches people to do this?
What the fuck?
It's glitter.
Party! Yes!
Yay! How about you go glitter yourself, cunt? Like, what the fuck is? No.
Can't do that. That's an assault.
I'm not touching
It's an
it.
assault.
But I'm not touching it.
You're pouring something over their head, whether it's that or whether it's water. It is assault. I'm just telling you, if you do it again, I will have to intervene and you will be escorted out. It's the same as if you drop something on their head.
Yes, it is, bitch.
I'm warning. This is your first warning. You're not getting another one? Okay, okay, that's good.
And I didn't assault.
And I don't want to have to arrest anybody.
Yeah, of course, because I didn't do
I
anything
don't
wrong.
want to. Okay? Just giving you that
Everyone
warning.
was filmed, and I have not done anything wrong. So,
you've been warned.
cool.
Next time.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
She's a cunt.
Yeah. She 1,000%. So I said, oh, where'd it go?
Yeah. What the fuck?
How do I explain this to children? Where I said I would have ran home. I would have ran home and get this. That's what I would have done. Do you like glitter? There you go. Glitter right to the face. Bow. Bow. Like, I just don't get. I'm not touching them. You're sprinkling glitter all over them. Like, what part of you thinks that it's okay to dump things? And once again, remember the milkshakes? Remember the milkshakes they were throwing at people? And they said that they started doing like concrete and stuff like that. But that's, it starts with innocent and then you go, it's just a milkshake. No, there's concrete in there. No, there's not.
Well, it's the same people that say words are violence.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Yeah, words are violence, but destroying shit isn't.
No. It's accepted, or it has to happen because they've talked so long. Now action is the only way that they're going to get their point across.
Yeah, bullshit.
So, but your words, but don't worry, your words are still violence.
Yeah,
as well as your silence. Silence is violence.
Yeah. Either way, you're fucked.
Yeah, I've heard that so many
Rock
times.
hard place. Oh my god.
Well, I don't hear you speaking up. Well, you told me I shouldn't speak up. It's not
You don't
my
have a
place.
uterus. Shut your mouth.
Why aren't you guys talking up about women with uteruses? You told us to not. It's not our place, ma'am. Ma'am, you told us to shut the fuck up, ma'am.
I got a bio bag uterus. Come on.
Bio bag, yeah.
Could you imagine that bag just hanging out like a fucking like a colostomy bag? Yeah, just sitting outside their stomach. Oh, what?
Yeah, it's so fucking weird.
Gross. So weird.
Well, I mean, this is pretty accurate right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
All right, folks. I think we did it for this Sunday.
Yeah.
Everybody's
Did it.
everybody's kind of tired and worn out.
Uh-huh. That is correct.
Wait, hold
good
on.
reasons.
I just wanted one more thing that I've been meaning to show. This is why the news sucks. Marciano Garcia is the guy. Gunman in shootings in Texas mall shooting may have neo-Nazi beliefs. Officials probe Texas mall shooter, possible link to white supremacy.
What the fuck?
That's the white supremacist right there.
Dude, what in the fucking major amounts of propaganda is happening? Like,
yeah,
that's fucking
It's so-
ridiculous.
He's the brown face of white supremacy.
Yeah, I found him. With the brown face of white supremacy.
It's like a clover.
Right. Right. All right.
All right, we're done. We did it, folks. Thank you for tuning in on this Sunday. Don't forget to subscribe to our page on Rumble and YouTube if we ever decide to go back there. Twitch, Twitter. Yeah, that's where you can find us all. Midwest Troublemaker. Just I'm there. Just type it in. I'll be somewhere.
Yeah.
You can. I finally came up on Google. I put my name in Google, and it was like, "Oh, this is you now." And I was like, "Really? Midwest Troublemaker? That's it." I put my name in there. Nothing. Put Midwest Trouble. My face comes up.
There you go.
So yeah. So
There you go.
don't forget to catch us every Wednesday at 7 Central, 8 Eastern, and Sundays here at 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern. We should be back to, me and Kelly will be back tomorrow for another episode of We Don't Know Either. And Mama J?
Yes, I can be found on Twitter at Suburban Mama 1, Suburban Mama 1 on Twitter and on TikTok. I don't really do much on TikTok. I might just share other videos because as much as I'm on camera doing this stuff, I can't do it by myself. I feel so weird. I'm so shy. Yeah, but you can find me there. Also on Thursday nights, as of right now, you can find me and Scott and our actual other co-host Jack. We do a live podcast, 2 Jacks, 1 Scotch, at 8 p.m. on Thursday.
Yes.
And we're starting to do it live on Rumble.
Yeah. So
Then.
join us live.
So check it out. So that's it's longer form on that one. So yes.
And they're actually they actually have segments.
Yeah.
What they
Yeah,
do.
we do.
Also, happy birthday to my daughter. She's 20 years old. Wrong one.
Happy. Yeah, definitely wrong one.
Happy birthday, Madison. I love you. She's 20 today. I can't believe it. I have a 20-year-old kid. And Cody will be 18 next week. And it'll be 1 year, Scotto. The 24th of May will be 1 year since our first show together.
Hell yeah.
That's insane.
We have to do a little special episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have to put it in Discord and have everybody drop in to say hi.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you're done, Jackie, right? Yep. On Scott_Craiglow on TikTok and Instagram, and Biz Party Podcast on Instagram, and Biz Party Podcast on Twitter, which you're watching us on right now, possibly. And yeah, as we said, all the other shit, catch us as we come around on at the times and the things. I'm not even saying anymore. So have a good weekend, have a good night, and fuck the moon. We're going to Uranus. Woo! Love y'all. Later.